I'm now giving the word to Professor Guido Saracco, Rector of Politecnico di Torino, who will also say a few words on of welcome and address all of us. So, Guido, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, perfect.
Can you see me?
We can. Thank you very much again.
Yes, it's a pleasure to be in this webinar and to see so many people from different places in the world. That's the way we have to use to travel in this emergency. And starting from this, I would like to express my full concern about this emergency and the fact that once more technologies and science are asked to provide solutions, and we as a technical school, as a technical university, are doing our best to be compliant with this. And first of all, as all universities in Italy, we have been at the beginning asked to teach online for everything, and we didn't miss anyone, neither those teachers that were used to teach with the chalk and the board since ages now have become YouTubers and influencers in a way, and that has been a great change. All of a sudden, in 3 weeks' time, we have been creating a platform on our own servers, an open source platform that is now providing us with tools to improve the quality, improve the options, and in a way that is not feasible with Zoom Teams or whatever external provider. And it's also helping us to take care of privacy issues. And this is a great thing, since I think we need to go on with this for at least one additional year. We are about to launch a campaign for the next academic year from September on, and that is going to be offered online for the entire duration of the year, with possibility of hosting some students in person for laboratories or some specific activities. But this, as an international university, about 15% of our students come from abroad, and more than 40% come from outside regions, from Piedmont, the region where we are with our main seat. It's impossible to have a significant fraction of our courses taught in person. And for this reason, we are now well set to go on like this for at least 1.5 years, more or less, from now. Waiting for the miracle of a cure or a vaccine that is going to solve the problem, but it's unlikely this is going to happen soon. Then we have been directing all our efforts to cooperate with the certification of masks, a big problem. It seems that from the 4th of May, most industrial production are going to be reopened. But this will require a tremendous amount of masks. I'm talking about the surgery masks, those used in hospitals or similar ones. Those that help you to protect the others from yourself. And in Italy, we do not have enough TNT tissue, the tissue that is highly performing for these masks, and it's going to be critical. And because you cannot rely any longer on large import, because this is going to become a strategic device for all over the world. So often these big packs are blocked at the customs, and so we need urgently to have an internal production of high quality masks, maybe not the quality of those for surgical appliances or for hospital appliances, but high enough for the workers and for the people working in the university. After all, I am the president of about 40,000 people, because the students are equivalent to employees from the safety viewpoint in Italy. And this is making me not just nervous, but worried and fully concerned in trying to set up everything perfect to eliminate the risk of transmission of the virus, because this is a very subtle enemy, because it's transferred also by people that look perfectly in good health, and this is something that is this is the reason why it got so widely spread. Indeed, we have been also in developing respiratory intensive therapy systems, in particular for the abatement of the breath that's come from people affected, that was normally left in the environment, and that we treated, not to render the COVID compartments using these CPAP caps full of virus. And we have been also developing masks with intensive filters and so on. But I'm now very much concerned in a big, let's say, task with about 80 experts to get precise procedures and for all the economic activities for their reopening in safety conditions. That and we have been developing a number of procedures, and we have been declining them for the different specific places, from the barber shop up to the big industry 4.0 large manufacturer of cars or whatever. Really, it's a huge effort. We are doing that pro bono. And now we have been publishing everything. It's unfortunately still in Italian, but we are strengthening it. And I think that could be translated into English for the sake, the problem is the same all over the world, and we could be useful to anyone. We are now in the phase of beta testing this procedure. We have about 60 different industries, companies, or shops, or theaters, museums that have been developing procedures with us for optimizing, from a technical and economical viewpoint, the mitigation of the risk. And this is truly technological effort. It's good for engineers, as we teach in this university. Anyway, we are doing the best we can with only 30 people in presence in the university out of the 5,000 people that work every day in the university, and with all the students that have been going back to their families and follow us from all over the world and from all over Italy. This workshop and the work that Fabrizio and other researchers are doing complements what I've been telling you so far, with the predictions of the pandemic outside. That is a good complement to what we do inside. But we need to play safe so far. When we open the university labs from next Monday on, we need to assume that you are in front of someone that could infect you, and we cannot rely upon any serological test or medical test. It's too expensive, and you cannot do that for so many people. And so, take any measure to avoid the transmission of the virus, with measures that should be effective, easy to be learned by people, and also economically feasible, or using materials that are available in your country. Think about the fact that in Switzerland, they do not produce the tissue for surgery masks, and they have a tremendous and then Switzerland. We have some of these, and we need to use these tissues that are so-called melt-blown TNT tissues, only for the hospitals. But if we don't find a way to solve the problem with good masks, but not of that level, when 20 million workers go back to their companies and need 2 or 3 masks per day, change one in the workplace and use one in the transportation system. You need in Italy 60 million masks per day. You need 1.2, 1.5 billion masks per month. This is huge. No one thinks about that. You cannot now restart in emergency. You now have to restart with good care of risk mitigation. And this is leading us to simple but tremendous considerations. And I hope we're going to match with this, the expectation of the workers to be protected. So thank you very much. I have to leave you because I'm asked to join another meeting immediately. Wish very much. And I hope the best for this webinar, this conference, and I'm looking forward to be reached by the conclusions of it.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Guido.